Languages are a big part of the curriculum in Fayette County's public schools. At Tates Creek Middle School, every student takes part in the International Baccalaureate program.
It is a rigorous program that helps the students thrive in a rapidly globalizing world. WKYT's Mariah Conjito was there as the students were paid a very special visit.
It's just days into the new school year, and already students are working hard at understanding and speaking a foreign language.
Every student here has a language acquisition class every day, all 3 years.
As part of the International Baccalaureate program, Tates Creek middle schoolers get to pick between French, Spanish, and Chinese.
Kids have to know how to communicate and how to live around people who aren't just like them.
Wednesday's focus was on their Chinese classes. And the students got to show off today in front of 2 representatives from the Chinese embassy who came to learn more about the programs being taught here in the schools. Ms. Hongmin Zhang and Ms. Li Yun came from Washington, D.C. They're from the education division of the Chinese embassy.
It is functional language at the middle school level, but then our goal for them is to be able to continue in high school and college with that language if it's something they're passionate about.
8th grader Sherlyn Cruz Acevedo says she chose Chinese because she found it to be the most interesting. Though hard, she says she enjoys getting to learn not only a new language, but a different culture.
I kind of know like at least 1 or 2 sentences they're saying, like I know what it means. That's nothing I really ever thought I could do or would be able to do.
Educator Jamie Gill says most of their 8th graders can carry on a conversation in the language they've chosen.
They love being able to talk to teachers in the hallway in a different language, with their friends in a different language.
While the 2 representatives didn't want to talk on camera, it seems they really enjoyed seeing their native language putting smiles on the students' faces. Mariah Conjito, WKYT.